Welcome back. LANCESCURV here, the Scurv podcast. Here's my latest thought upon waking up. It always comes to me in the morning. It's like a download. But I title this, Peace Exposes Dark Intentions, the psychology of dark personalities. It can be very confusing sometimes when you have people around you who, number one, are either healing or they're just a bad person. A person who's healing up from something traumatic can sometimes not be aware of how they hurt you. Say, for example, I used to bounce in this particular club after working in the jail, in corrections. And they would call us and we'd go if they needed us on a Friday or Saturday night. And there was a fight that broke out. And a lot of us, three of us, ran over to stop this fight between these two guys. And I didn't know the guys personally, but I knew them because they both were locked up, and I heard they had some issues over a woman. So here they are fighting, and I'm not the tallest guy. I mean, I'm 5'10", but these bouncers, they look 6'3", 6'4", 300 pounds. But I was quick, and I knew how to de-escalate situations if I had a chance to talk to people. That was my skill. But anyway, we run in carefully. I'm watching where the fists are flying. These two guys end up on the ground. I end up on the ground. Tried to put my knee in the guy's back. And these guys are still punching at each other. And one of the other bouncers who worked with me in the jail, he was trying to punch one of the guys who were fighting because I guess he caught a blow to the face that was unintentional for him. So he pulled back. I'm trying to grab these guys' arms from swinging. We're all piled up on the ground, and he took the hardest swing. And guess what? He punched me square in the face, and it didn't feel good at all. I took the blow, but I had the sense to know that this guy wasn't trying to hit me personally because he was on my side. That was a mistake. Now, let's compare that to people who are hurt. Now, I'm not saying he was hurt. All I'm saying is that that was unintentional, okay? So when people are hurting, they can unintentionally hurt you because they're not aware of where they are mentally in that space, okay? But bad people, yeah, they do things to you intentionally. And your peace exposes dark intentions. Some people walk around doing real damage in this world and never stop to question themselves. They don't think of themselves as harmful, cruel, or dangerous. In their mind, they're justified. They're misunderstood. They're reacting to what life did to them. But the truth is, not everyone who causes pain is wounded. And not everyone deserves access to your heart, your time, or your energy. We live in an era where every bad behavior gets excused with trauma talk. Everyone is healing, everyone is growing, everyone is learning. That sounds good on the surface, but it can also become a trap. When you start believing that everyone means well, you stop protecting yourself. And that's how good people stay stuck in cycles with people who never intended to change. There's a big difference between someone who is hurt and someone who is harmful. Hurt people feel pain deeply. They may lash out sometimes, shut down, or struggle with emotional regulation. But there is still a conscience there. Harmful people don't struggle with guilt. They don't lose sleep over the damage they cause. Some of them even enjoy it. I've been through that personally, and I know that for a fact. This is not about becoming paranoid or judgmental. This is about clarity. Clarity keeps you safe. It keeps you grounded. It helps you stop explaining away behavior that your spirit has already flagged as wrong. Once you learn how to tell the difference, you stop wasting years trying to heal people who only came to break you. A hurt person reacts from pain. They might snap when stressed, withdraw when overwhelmed, or make mistakes when they don't know how to communicate. But after the moment passes, there's usually remorse, there's reflection, there's some level of discomfort about what they did. A harmful person doesn't experience that internal pause. They either feel nothing at all or they feel satisfied. Causing pain doesn't disturb them, it regulates them. You'll notice it in how often the behavior repeats. Hurt people might mess up and then try to do better. Harmful people repeat the same damage again and again, almost like it's scheduled. They don't need to be provoked. They don't need a reason. The pattern itself tells a story. Disrespect is another clear signal. Everyone slips up sometimes. Everyone has bad days. But when someone consistently lies, when they don't need to, crosses boundaries you clearly set, and feels entitled to your time, body, emotions, or labor, that's not confusion. That's character. Patterns are never accidents. They are habits that someone feels comfortable living in. Pay close attention to accountability. A person operating from a dark place can do serious harm and still walk away believing they were the real victim. They will rewrite history, blame your reaction instead of their actions, and justify everything they did without ever saying a real apology. Not the kind that explains, minimizes, or flips blame, but a simple acknowledgement of harm. When accountability never shows up, danger usually does. Some people feed off of chaos like it's oxygen. When things are calm, they feel restless. When peace shows up, they start problems. They provoke arguments, keep drama alive, and sabotage stability. Chaos allows them to hide their true nature because everything feels unstable anyway. If something is always wrong around a person, it's worth asking why. Empathy is another dividing line. A good person can hurt you and still care deeply about how it felt. A misunderstood person might not realize the impact at first, but once they see it, they feel it. A harmful person doesn't connect to your pain at all. They only care about what they've gained or what they avoided. Your emotions are obstacles, not concerns. Manipulation is where things get serious. When guilt trips, gaslighting, silent treatment, and emotional pressure become someone's default language, you are not dealing with confusion. You are dealing with control. Harmful people use manipulation the way healthy people use honesty. It's automatic, it's strategic, and it's designed to keep you off balance. Your body often notices before your mind does. Walk into a room and feel the shift, not in a dramatic way, but in a quiet one. Tension in your chest, a drop in energy, a sense of unease you can't fully explain. That's not imagination, that's intuition. People with dark intentions leave a residue. People with good intentions leave you feeling lighter even after difficult conversations. Good people can make the same mistake twice while learning. Harmful people repeat it because they never plan to stop. Their behavior stays the same because their intention never changes. Watch what stays consistent when apologies are given but actions don't follow. Another powerful test is how someone treats people they don't need. Pay attention to how they speak to those with no power, no influence, and nothing to offer them. That's where the mask slips. Respect that only appears when there's something to gain is not respect at all. Growth threatens harmful people. When you start leveling up, finding peace, or building confidence, they get uncomfortable. They mock your progress, downplay your goals, or subtly sabotage your momentum. Your elevation reminds them of what they refuse to fix within themselves. Some people never let you heal. Every time you move forward, they pull you back. Every time you regain strength, they create new wounds. If peace around them never lasts, it's because destruction is their comfort zone. And then there's the hardest truth of all. Sometimes the harmful traits live inside of us. Pain, trauma, exhaustion, and unresolved wounds can turn anyone toxic if they refuse to self-reflect. The goal is not self-hate. The goal is awareness. If you see these patterns in yourself, that's not condemnation, that's an invitation to grow. There are good people in this world. There are hurt people who need patience and guidance. There are misunderstood people who can change once they see clearly. And yes, there are people who operate from something darker. Your responsibility is not to save them. Your responsibility is to recognize the difference, protect your peace, and trust what your spirit has been trying to tell you all along. Once you realize this, things for you will get a lot better. Once you identify these entities and clear them from your world and realize that you can't help them, and they will hold different positions in your life. These people are not just strangers or just co-workers. These people can be neighbors, they could be family members, they could be friends. And we, especially with friends and family, we have this memory of who they were before they got so dark, and some of them were always dark and you didn't realize it. But we have this memory that we hope comes back. And with the people with dark intentions, if they're in that close inner circle, they will shape shift to convince you that, number one, either they changed, or number two, that this is the way they've been all along. To appeal to you, that soft spot in you that wants the old times back. They will use that to get back at you again, to get close enough to emotionally and spiritually punch you. This is something that must be done. We have to analyze what's around us, the energy. And like I said earlier, your body doesn't lie. When you get around certain individuals and you tense up, maybe it's a stranger, maybe you don't know, but if it's somebody you half know, and it could be a stranger, the energy doesn't lie. Investigate it. Don't jump to conclusions now, because they might be tense off of something with someone else where they had an argument with their spouse, or somebody on the road flipped on a bird, and they're uptight. Make sure that that energy is temporary within their life and you picked up on it. If it's something where they're constantly like that and you can't know upon a first meeting, but guess what? You can trust your body and eventually your mind. After a while, you'll be good at picking up these spirits and you can avoid them. You're not running scared from them. You might have to deal with them on a regular basis, but you keep it down to a minimum. Like Muhammad Ali said, you can't hit what you can't see. So if you keep it moving, keep it minimal, when you have to deal with these people, like friends or family or co-workers or whatever, you know what it is that's inside of them, and they want to keep chaos going. You don't want chaos in your life. Let me tell you something. Peace is so sweet. Going to bed with peace, waking up with peace, going through my day with peace, where nothing on the outside world can get at me and I can just be within myself, is the sweetest feeling of all. And people who have bad intentions, keep them away. The good ones, over time, will prove who they are. If they rush it too quick, they might have a secret agenda or a hidden motivation. Let me know what you think. This is LANCESCURV, and I'm going to be doing some more work today. I got up early. I was so enthusiastic. I'm still enthusiastic, and it's a beautiful day, and I'm going to make sure that it stays that way, and you do the same thing too. Much love to you all. LANCESCURV out. On to the next one. Peace.